You are now about to witness
Knicks Real Talk just entered the chat. We ain't Google apps like Google Maps. We don't news on YouTube, frugal with stats as usual facts. It's your man, the brand is hands on, going hard like calluses. Who style this? Aiming at your mental with the game analysis. On a pregame show, read the script, you know we get it like crypto. In the rip though, I side with the cryptic, we lock them from the get go. On this Knicks show, it's the co-pilots in the cloud like Microsoft. We hot like salt, the KRT trip club leading up to tip off. We fuel by confidence, put your Nick content in beast mode like my charm. We a cheat code, we roll the ball too far for you to reach on. We get our teach on the show that's fire. Prize Knicks going to the wire. Hit the entire game, somewhere in front of me, the numbers be. They don't lie, career popped up from the third eye, you heard why. It's the #1 pregame show that's hitting like Soto. But picture the photo of your bro to the link that moto. It's the OGs, we outside riding in the orange blue sky. In the Metropolitan, we connecting the vets go wallowing. And the madness with the massive without shaking asses. The team streaming on major platforms of passion. Fans asking who the creed that's in the building killing this Nick to the assassin.
You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey! You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey! You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
Hey!
He's on fire!
Hey!
He's on fire!
Hey!
Yo, salute everybody. Salute. What's good, man? We are in the building. It's the pregame show. Divine Shaw Powers, Knicks Real Talk. Knicks and Orlando Matic down there at the Kia Center today, man. We on our James Brown shit. It's a big payback game for us, so we got to go in there and try to get it popping, man. These guys beat us early in the season, man, a couple of weeks ago, a week ago, however it may be. But we're going to get it popping. But first and foremost, let me bring my brother in here and get it popping, man. I know you already see the brother getting down on SKF today, man, so we're going to get it popping up in here. Shout power to my brother. What is good, my man?
Salute to you, Divine, as always. Salute to the family in the chat. Let's get it.
Let's get it. Salute to the Chizad, everybody, man. Nostalgic is in the building. What's good, Nostalgic? Salute. Fabian, my dude, what's popping? Miss Latoria, what is good? What's good? Brian Acosta, what's popping? Mr. D, what's good, my man? Salute to you and Big Taz ahead, my brother. What's popping? Good to see you, Big Taz. Prezi the ball. Prezi, you want a prize on Steel Knicks fans, so make sure you tune in to get that if you didn't see that already. Mr. Nick Nation, man, great work today, Mr. Nick Nation, for real, like always. Mr. Tito's is in the building. John, what's popping? Mr. Tito's in the building for sure. Peace to the God, Allah wide. What's good, my dude? Peace, bro. But yeah, man, we in here, man. We got a big game today, ladies and gentlemen. New York Knicks down at in Orlando at Disney World. See if we can go down there and get these cats a big payback. We on our James Brown stuff today, man. Real talk. We got to get some revenge. It's a big payback thing, man. So hopefully we can go down there and make up for the game we lost to them not too long ago, man. And I'm looking forward to a game, Shop Out. This is gonna be a big game today, man. For a lot of reasons. You know, they 9-7, we 9-5. We go over all that stuff in a few minutes, but I'm just happy that it's a good Saturday game, man. And I'm looking forward to this getting down there. Jalen Brunson got back, last game, picked up where he left off at. Seemed like he didn't miss a beat. Dropped 27 and all that good stuff. So I really want to see you cats get after these dudes today, man. Real talk, man. I think it's going to be a fun game. I'm excited about this game for sure, man, because this is another team looking to go where we were last year. You know, we looking to go further than them, but they looking to go where we are, where we was already at, you know what I mean, which is the Eastern Conference Final, the playoffs, and et cetera. You know, we got bigger aspirations, but I think they got aspirations as well. So let's see how it goes. It should be a fun game tonight, man. I'm looking forward to that one.
Yeah, this is a big game because they're in the East. And aside from that, it's also sorry, Divine, sorry.
You good, brother?
Because that they're in the East, and another reason is because they beat us already this year. You know what I mean? So let's get back. And I mean, we could see this team going towards the playoffs and stuff like that. So it's easier now to let's see what we can work out to beat this team and let them know that, you know, we are the New York Knicks. And I mean, they played us hard last game, but we played well too. And I mean, and I think we can come back, especially going down here. You know, the big thing right now for me is nothing major. Cat's still doing phenomenal job, double-double, but his percentages are off. And I mean, I think he's shooting around 33% from the three-point land and maybe like 42 or so % from the field goal percentage. his stats are off. He's usually about 38 or so from the 3-point land, and about almost 50% from the field goal percentage. You know what I mean? So he needs to get that up, or it's just the way they're playing Cat a little different now. So, but with that being said, I think tonight is going to be a night that everybody executes. You know what I mean? We down OG, and I think everybody needs to pitch in like they've been doing, and let's see if we can capture this win down here at Walt Disney. I mean, in Orlando.
Yo, my man Spike not in the building. Spike, what's good, my man? Good to see you. Spike not in the building. King Rippy is definitely in the building. I'm like this here, man. You know what? The last time we played, he got 120, 124, 107. You know, when you're giving up 120 points, you're not beating anybody. To me, that much, unless you score more than that. But we definitely wasn't on our defense game the last time we played them, and we only scored 107. So, you know, I think it'll be a different outcome hopefully today. And sometime when you play a team the second time around, you're kind of familiar with some of the things they did the past time you played them. Hopefully we can piggyback off what we did and didn't do right or wrong in the past game and apply that to this game and have a different outcome. This will be a good road win for us, man. That's one thing I'm really excited about. It'll be a really good road win for us. We can go down there and establish ourselves and beat these guys, get us to 10-5. So I'm really looking forward to it, man. It's going to be a fun one, man. And I'm really excited about it. Like I said, they got a good team down there. They missing one day key player. We missing one our key player. They don't got Bon Caro. We don't got Ananobi. So there's no excuse for both of the teams. You know, you go out there and play
right.
with you got.
They probably be matched up against each other, right?
Right. You play who in front of you, and you don't worry about all that. And like even like you said with the big cat thing, I'm cool with big cat. By the end of the season, Cat still would be 20-something and 13.
Yeah. He still double in high double ratio. He still his assists is getting up again.
Mm-hmm.
You know, he's playing for now. His percentages are just down now a little bit. They're a little off than what I'm used to, but he's still getting the shots up. He's getting them up. So I think eventually they will start to knock down. And oh boy, when they do, then you'll start seeing the percentage of assists go up too, ranging around 27. I think we easily could be 34, 35.
Yeah, the good thing about it though, and I had some great conversation on Ron's show earlier today. But the good thing about Cat, even though his percentage is down, but he is passing that ball. He's still rebounding. You know what I mean? He's still rebounding. He's still passing the ball. But you know, I guess early, man, it's 14 games. With a lot of mismatching going on and things of that nature. You know, Josh Hart was out. Robinson had to get back. Deuce McBride been out a little bit, but they still up there. You know what I mean? So let's see. You know, we got to stay optimistic about it. But it's gonna be a big game tonight. This will be a really good road win for us, man. I'm really excited about it, man. Queen Queen Darlene, what's good, sister? What's popping? My man Travel Vibes, West Coast in the building. So to you, Travel Vibes, man. Good to see you, my dude. But yeah, man, we just got to keep grinding. It's early. Keep grinding. Keep playing hard. Keep learning as you go. You know what I mean? When you lose and when you lose, you learn. You know what I mean? As Shot Power would say on one of our drip shirts we be wearing. You know, you win and you lose. When you lose, you learn. You know what I mean? And so far, it's 9-5. You can't sneeze at that. You know, it's a lot of other teams wish they were where the Knicks were at right now. You know what I mean? So, but you know, I got a lot of expectations on our shoulders and got a lot of hunters coming at us. You know what I mean? Like I said, we used to be the hunters. Now we the hunted. You know what I mean? And like we always say, so everybody who play the Knicks going to want to bring their A game. And not only that, they just wear that New York, that Knick across their chest. So that brings out the best in everybody anyway. You know what I mean? But I'm looking forward to these guys getting out there tonight, just going there representing hard and all that good stuff, man. And just play up to your strengths and everything like that. And leave it as it be. Brian Acosta, my man, thank you for the super chat as always. And also, Brian, thank you for being a supreme member to the show. We appreciate you helping us keep the lights on, man, and all that good stuff. But let's just go out there and get it popping, man. You know what I mean? I'm excited about this game. It's a big test for the Knicks, a good one too. At that, on the road, in a hostile environment, against a team who could play some basketball. Got a good defense down there. That's what Jamal Mosley do. He rests his hat on the defense. But I do think our offense is a little bit more prolific than theirs. And I think if we just play above average defense, hopefully we can walk out there with W tonight, Shot Powers, because our offense is our offense. You know what I mean? Again, we missing almost 18 points out of the starting lineup, but Shamet really putting up 10 points a game. That's good. You know what I mean? So I mean, you get a couple more points, 5 or 6 more points added to that, then you got Ananobi's numbers. You know what I mean? But we doing pretty good there, and I'm expecting to see Mitch ramp it up more minutes and things of that nature. So I think all around we should be okay. Big test tonight. I really love to get this win, man. What's your thoughts on this game, man? How you feeling about it?
Yeah, like we talked about, man, it's only 14 games into the season. How we used to hold Tibbs accountable to about 30 games. He still is trying to figure it out. And now that he has OG down, it makes it a little harder for him to I don't want to say harder for him to figure it out, but he doesn't have that cog in the wheel that he used to, that he knows they can get out there and get 17, 11, 2 steals, 2 blocks, a big 3-pointer, play stellar defense. He don't have that right yet on the bench. So we'll be good, man. I think tonight we will see a different way of playing basketball because they had a couple of days off. And the scheme is that these guys practice now. So I think they worked out some different ways of executing that 3-2 / zone defense, which they don't play a lot, but they do play. And when they do that, I forgot, it's like a zone-like defense, it helps. You know what I mean? If they're going to who's going to be is Jabaseli gonna get in here and play some good basketball over the time. And mention on Ron's show, good segue to say that. I think someone said there that Yabusele usually comes in a little heavy and works himself into shape as he goes into the season, and it looks that way. In my opinion, he looked better the last couple of years. Oh, snap, he got a rebound. Okay, there you go. Oh, box him out. Okay, solid screen. Okay, I'm saying that more about him. So maybe that is the way that he works his game out and stuff like that. So we have so much more to see from him. Hopefully, if he continues to he looks a little lighter. He looks like he's moving a little faster. So let's see what happens. Certain things like that is just what we just have to look forward to. But right now with that solid 8-man, 9-man rotation that he's running right now is not a bad rotation. I know we may be short in stature, but last year that same second unit that we were running was short too. You know what I mean? But we pushed the pace, and Tibbs likes to play. Tibbs used to like to play Brunson and Deuce a lot, and you see that this year too. I mean, it's not like it's something that someone is making up and not like that. I'm not saying it's the same Mike plays because it's different on offense. These guys are fluent more on offense. They move and slash, and not so much of the half-court defense and offense that we used to play last year. So that's all I'm happy to see.
Yeah, real talk. Hey, man, listen, salute to Ron was good. Great show today, my man, as always. No need to be said. Great show today. The panel was live. Y'all was really getting it on down there. Salute to you, Ron, real talk. I thank everybody for coming in who was checking out Steel Nick fans earlier today. Now you're here with us getting it popping. And we going to watch this to get this thing popping up. But you know what's, to me, Shop Out, what's important too, ladies and gentlemen, it's not the size of the dog, it's the fight in the dog.
Thanks.
It ain't the size of the dog, it's the fight in the dog. You know what I mean? We just got to make sure we keep that fight in them dog because some of the little dogs I know, I had, like I always say, I had a little Shop Out, a Cocker Spaniel, or whoop any dog butt on the court. I don't care how big he was. That little dog go after everybody. But we got heart there. And, a different system, different coach. Mike Kerr Brown, I guess I would call him. Mike Kerr Brown. So, but they working out the kinks a little bit. I mean, nothing's going to be perfect. Peaks and valleys, pros and the cons and everything like that. And for the most part, we got more pros than cons going on in the Knicks uniform right now. So, I mean, we'll take that. I'd rather be 9-5 than 5-9. You know what I mean? So, what it's worth. And I hope these guys keep just building off the good habits and try to and get away from the bad habits. And I think they so far so good with the situation that we've been thrown amongst this season with injuries and all that. We still was able to weather the storm. You know what I mean? But I do think once they keep getting more consistent. Now, that always been our problem in New York is consistency. But I think once they get a little bit more consistent, I think they'd be okay, man. Like I said, like any given night, you don't bring your A game, somebody gonna smoke you. You bring your A game, you always got a chance to win. And I was impressed by the last game. Ladies and gentlemen, the New York Knicks did not bring their A game against the Dallas Mavericks. Missed 33 pointers and missed 16 free throws. And still won 13, 113, 111. So out of all the pros and cons, the pro was we didn't shoot. With the con was we shot terrible from the 3-point line and the chatty stripe. But the pro is that our defense only gave up 111. You know what I mean? And you got to take it for what it's worth because I still think D'Angelo Russell and Daniel Gafford and Najee Marshall, they still bona fide. You know what I mean? Yeah. So. But they won the game. That's what's important. So, I was happy to see them grind it out on the road for their first win. And even though they didn't have Cooper Flag and all them guys, but you still got to play who in front of you. And I think they played who was in front of them. They did good. So the last two games, our defense only gave up 111 and 115. You know what I mean? And even though we lost that 115 game in Miami, that was a winnable game. I don't know how we lost that game. You know what I mean? You know, I know how we lost it, but we that's definitely one game we let get away. You know what I mean? But we only lost by 2 to them, and we beat the Dallas Mavericks by 2. So give or take 2 points. I mean, we played tighter games, and we won one and we lost one. And prior to that, we would drop a 140, 133, 132.
Yeah.
So yeah, you know, but it's all good, Sao Paulo. I can't complain about anything, man. Celso, what's good? Porto is in the building. What's good, my man? So to see you, dude. Good to be y'all, man. Y'all know who Porto is, man. The Brew Crew. You know, they was getting it going on, but now he just in the building with us, man. Salute to you, Porto, man. Appreciate you coming in. But Sao Paulo, I'm looking forward to this one right here, man. It's game day. It's Knicks down in Disney World. We got to go snatch Mickey them ears off and everything today. How they gonna do it? But go down there and get it popping. Should be a fun game, ladies and gentlemen. And real quick, it's just game day, man. I'm excited about it all. And let's go in there and see if we can get these guys going. Real quick, let me get out all the stuff on the bottom of the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Streaming, if you have it, on NBA League Pass, Fubo, Sling TV, and YouTube TV. On the TV, it's MSG, NBA TV, and FanDuel Sports Network, Florida. So that's what that means down there. So if you guys need to find out where the game is going to be streaming at today and on regular TV, there it is down there. It's game day, man. I'm excited about this matchup, man. Real talk, man. These cats, they gave it to us the last game, Shop. How they really gave it to us. And like I said, we on our James Brown stuff today, man. And I want to see the Knicks go down there. And I got a good feeling about this game, Shop. How I really do. This team got talent. You know what I mean? Yeah, they got talent, but we got talent too. They better do it right now. And Devin Bang, but shit, we got Big Cat and Jalen Brunson. I ain't scared against nobody with them dudes. So I want to see Jalen Brunson and Big Cat and them go down there and see our defense guard that 3-point line today and come out there with a victory, man, and get ready to come back here to play Brooklyn. That's what I want to see today.
Yeah, I'm not sitting here trying to make excuses for the New York Knicks and not like that, right? But that was a back-to-back game, if I'm not mistaken, right? We had came off a game and played them in a back-to-back at the Garden, right?
That's facts. Yep.
So I think that was one of the games that we did look tired. We did look sluggish, you know what I mean? And we didn't really have no pull. Now we had a couple of days off. And I mean, we had a couple of days off to look at the books and look at the schemes and how we want to play a little different. No OG in this game, but OG would more than likely be matched up with Banchero. You know what I mean? So that shouldn't make a difference. Everything else should be, you know what I mean, one-on-one, imano. You know what I mean? Like we talk about it. And I think that the Knicks, we got to put a little quote unquote stranglehold on some of their guys to slow them down and stuff like that. But I think we have it. And I mean, we haven't played, in my opinion, consistent defense. Every game is, sometimes it looks like we're playing it, sometimes we're not. Sometimes it's some there, sometimes it comes in spurts. And I think more so like it comes in spurts. So when we get more consistently keeping teams under that 111, 110 points a night, then you'll start seeing the Knicks when they're more like 12th or 13th in defense in the league and stuff like that. When we're over 500 or half the teams in the league, 12th or 13th or something like that, then you'll start seeing some more better looking defense because the offense will be smoking. You know what I mean? So it makes a big difference on how you stop players. And right now, I noticed that the Knicks are stopping people coming in through the hole. That north and south is a little limited going against the Knicks, but they are doing the north and south, spraying it out like we want to do to outside shooters, and they're making the shooters look like they're 44% shooters. Every team that we play, everybody we play, it looked like the guys shooting the 3-point shot is shooting over 50% from 3-point land because they're so wide open. So we have to, bend it a little bit. It hurts a little bit now that OG is not here and stuff like that. One of the guys that get in and out on plays, helping the defense on the inside and can spray back out to the outside for attempt to block the shot and stuff like that. But we'll make ways because we're a good team.
Yeah, you know what's interesting to me? Just like the past season, I think I put this in the chat when I was on the chat and Ron show today when y'all were talking about that. The past season, last year, Knicks defense was terrible the first half of the season.
Mm-hmm.
Right after the All-Star break, when Mitchell Robinson got back, that team was killing it going to the playoffs. And I think it's going to be the same thing this year because, like I said, what's different from this team the past season, pardon me, That's different this year. The guys who we missed that's not on the team no more. Achua didn't play that much. Campaign really didn't do nothing. Dylan Wright was a bench player. We didn't lose no significant body from our team the past season that made a difference in the game, because a lot of guys we lost this year in free agency was Dylan Wright didn't play. Campaign, he was iffy. Achua missed the first 29 games of the season. Then when he finally got back, he didn't play. He played sporadically because Tibbs went with what he went with. So to be overall, I still think that we got the same team we had last year. You know what I mean? Right. I think Jordan Clarkson been playing okay, but I'm excited. I'm excited that I seen what Yabusele did the other day, because offense comes and goes. But I seen the impact he had on the defense side of it. That's why that team only gave up. That's when he was a part of that reason why they only scored 111 in the last game. Because he was, these guys got at it the last game. They really did, man. You know what I mean? And other than D'Angelo Russell acting like he was in the killer. D'Angelo Russell acting like he had a basket with a 5 foot wide. Mm-hmm. But I think and Najee Marshall, I think for the most part they did pretty good, man. They only gave up 111. You know what I mean? And so that was good to see. So I just think as time go on, maybe hopefully in another 5, 6, 7 games, especially when Anunoby get back. Anunoby probably come back another couple of weeks right before the Christmas game, around Cavaliers and all that. And then I just think they hope going into the second half of the season, they ramp it up, get familiar with Mike Brown stuff. And but I like where they at right now. I can't be more happy than that. But it's like one thing that I gotta agree, the New York Knicks, which I don't understand to my life, ladies and gentlemen, they all the wise people in the chat who know what I'm talking about. Like when you play defense, you got to get up in a dude grill. Just run him off the 3-point line. I mean, to me, that was our problem last year, even though, like you said, with these zones and all that. But if a dude got the ball at the 3-point line, get up in the face like you about to kiss that joker. You know what I mean? And make them put that ball on the floor and run off that 3-point line. If they want to spread to somebody else, fine. But when you got guys who can knock down a 3 that good,
especially knock down 3.
Yeah, you got to get up on them. So I think that's where because they did that a lot last year. I'm like, man, why y'all leaving these dudes like they sitting there about to just drink a soda or something? You know, when they grill, you know what I mean? Because if not, they're gonna be like, oh, you give me enough chance to get in the rhythm, get in form, and I'm gone. And you way back here. So I just want to see them get up on these guys and make them. The closer you are to them, the harder it is to shoot the ball, basically. You know. And I just think they got to get more better at that, but I think they will. I mean, it's a process, man. It's a process. It really is.
Yeah, different system.
Yeah, different system. And the players got to be accountable for themselves, because they got to say, listen, I got to want a guard. Sometimes you got to want a guard to do like even when I was growing up. No, this ain't about the Knicks, but I would love the guard to do. I'm like, no, I don't care how bad I shot that day, but I took pride in wanting to lock your butt down. And we would put on that Public Enemy shit. I shut them down, shut them down. See, that's how we was on it. You know what I mean? We shut you down up in this basketball court today. I just think that's where they got to get to. They got to want to shut these dudes down, because you know why, ladies and gentlemen? No matter what the coach is, he can throw out all the plays you want. He can throw out the whole game plan. But if you don't execute the game plan, then that game plan didn't even mean nothing. So if Mike Brown tell you to do this, or Tibbs told you to do that, but you didn't execute what he told you to do, what are you gonna do? You know what I mean? So I just think they got to take more pride. I think they will, though. I guarantee you at the end of the second half of the season, this team shot power, they'd be better at defense. Takes time, though. You know what I mean? If they don't, they better be scoring 130 a game, because your offense can take you, but somewhat. Because if you wind up playing a team who got a good defense, your offense might not pop that night.
That's a fact.
So you got to.
I think they get there, Divine. I don't think that they're going to be 26 in defense. You know what I mean? I don't think they're going to be 22nd in defense. You know what I mean? I don't think they're going to be that. You know what I mean? Even Tibbs, knowing that this team last year was more of an offensive team like it is this year, they still got up to midway in the season, towards the end of the season, towards around 15-ish. You know what I mean? Those numbers and stuff, high, a little bit higher, some days a little low, but right around there. And I think this team will I think these guys will step up over the 15 mark. I think they'll be closer to, in my opinion, 12-ish. 12-ish should keep teams. I think 12 should probably keep teams. Maybe, I don't know the numbers, but I'm hoping that 12 keeps you around 111 points, because that's where I want the Knicks to be. Because I don't want them to they're not the Orlando Magic. They're not a killer defensive type team now. They play good defense and they play good team defense, and they play on a chain, and they play good defense in spurts. And I mean, that's what I want them to win off of spurts. 100, 110, 111 points. When you just said, Divine, because that's what I think we're going to be averaging, somewhere around 125 points. So it's because it's already what 120 something. We'll get to the numbers in a little bit. I'm running my mouth a little bit because I think it's because I got the orange shirt on today.
Listen, when you dropping jewels, brother, you can run it all you want to. It's all good. So yeah, man. Salute to the chat, man. Patrick was popping. Patrick D. Broad, Walter White. Walter was good. Walter, thank you for coming to Supreme Member, my man. Appreciate you, real talk. And you know you're welcome up in here anytime, anybody, man. I open up the panel and we go through all our stats and everything. Nick Yak, what's popping? Yak, what's good with you, man? Sleep to sue you as well. But Shop, how you know what's interesting to me also is I don't want to lose my chain of thought. Like if you look at this team, Mitchell Robinson, Anunoby, Mikal Bridges, Deuce McBride, Josh Hart when he's really on his game. Clarkson haven't been, and Landry Shamet been playing some good pressure defense. But I think Mike Brown is a defense-minded coach, ladies and gentlemen, and we can't forget that that he definitely can coach a team defensively. That was one of his things would help got him here. So I obviously he learned more in the offense system being under Steve Kerr and them and things of that nature, but. Throughout the course of his career as a coach, he was pretty known as a good defense coach. And I still think we got a good defense team because what I like about our team, I don't think we won't be a bad defense team, is because this reason here. Despite you might not think we got we don't have a lot of defense players, but we do have any situation we can keep defense players on the floor. Like the Knicks can mix and match pretty well. You know what I mean? Like you could throw Mitchell Robinson and let's say Anunoby with 3 offense players, or you could throw whoever with this and that. So they can mix and match pretty well when it comes to that situation, or depending on the situation of the game when they need defenders, because it's going to be a time in the game where you might need offense and not defense, because you might be not scoring no buckets, so you got to throw your offense players in there, or vice versa, whatever the case may be. But I think they built for any situation. They just got to execute it, and I think they will. Let's see how it goes, but they're going to need it tonight because they playing a good defense-minded team, so they definitely got to be on their A game, and in their bag today. But I think the Knicks gonna go out there and really play these dudes today, man. I really, to me, my opinion, that team is not better than the Knicks, ladies and gentlemen. I'm not even trying to hear that. You know what I mean? They don't got 2 dudes out there could do what our 2 do. Until Boncaro and Wagner make all NBA and all that stuff, they ain't betting no Jalen Brunson and no Karl Anthony Towns. I'm not even trying to hear all that. Numbers don't lie. You know what I mean? So, but they got a good team though. I like their bench. They got size. They got. I love the way Anthony Black be playing back there. Tristan Silver be playing. They got Goga down there. So they got a good team, but they're not really a stout offensive minded team. And now with Boncaro out of there, now one thing that I think would benefit them with Boncaro not being in with Tristan Silver is Tristan Silver's a damn good 3-point shooter. That boy can knock that shit down. So he shoot better from outside than Boncaro do. You know what I mean? So that kind of works in their favor a little bit because now you got somebody with Desmond Bane and Sutherland that can shoot the ball real good. So let's see how it goes. I think no matter what happens today, we go on there and play our A game. I think we walk out there with a good win tonight, man. I'm really looking forward to that, man. So we got to see how it goes, man, ladies and gentlemen. But it's gonna be a fun one today. But I got the Knicks going in there and putting some work in today for sure. I think Jalen Brunson gets in his bag today. I mean, he out of all the positions that they playing today, he got the hardest matchup because he got Bane and Suggs back there. You know what I mean? But I seem like every time he's still, much as good as Suggs is on defense, Jalen Brunson be eating him up though. You know what I mean? People be forgetting that Jalen Brunson be giving it to Suggs. So tonight they're gonna be hyped up in Orlando today. They know they got a good record in the last 7-8 games. They're pretty good, Shop Power. So we got to be on our A game today. But I do think the Knicks will prevail today.
Yeah, that is a fact, Divine. I don't second guess anything about that team. They are a big, physical-minded team. We just got to execute. You know what I mean? And I think with the time off, we'll have a different way of playing them tonight. You know what I mean? I think that we'll see, you know what I mean? Like you said, Brunson, Karl Anthony Towns. You see some good offensive rebounding from Mitchell Robinson. I think guys that have their legs a little bit. The last game, let's see what happens. You know what I mean? This is an East Coast team, and they already beat us, so I already got beef with them. You know what I mean? I already got beef with them. So we got to get out there and just make sure that we execute tonight. Execute. Let's not shoot 33 pointers, additional 33 pointers, and let's try to knock down 15 out of those missed 33 pointers. Let's be better at the free throw line tonight. Instead of missing 16, let's miss 2, 3.
Right.
I mean, you know what I mean? Let those be the Mitchell Robinson misses or something like that. You know what I mean? Or maybe somebody miss an extra shot. Let's miss 2 or 3, not 16. I mean, 16 points. You know what I mean? So let's do things like that. Those are the things I'm looking forward to seeing tonight. You know what I mean? The end pieces, the things that make a difference, but you don't notice it until you get to the stat book. Knicks went to the line tonight 30 times and they hit 27 shots. That's what I want to see. You know what I mean? Stuff like that. Knicks shot 38 3-pointers tonight and hit 17. You know, stuff like that. That's what I want to see.
Facts. And that's a great point there, because the reason why I say that, think about that game against Dallas. You mix 6. Imagine if they hit 10 of them. That game when you've been close. Out of 30, you missed 33 pointers. Imagine if even if you miss 20. You know what I mean? If you miss 23 pointers instead of 30, you would have killed them dudes, man. You know what I mean? Because think about it, 10 more free throws, 10 more 3-pointers you would have made that night with 30 points. You know what I mean? So, and like I said, I'm happy with the win and doubt, because I think they didn't play well on the offensive side of the ball, which is they staple right now so far, but their defense came and played the other night. And that's all you can have. Right. When your offense game is not popping, you got to win other ways, because you're never going to be on, you're not always going to be on your best game, I would say, every night, man. Because it's a journey, man. It's a long season. Some nights you got it, some nights you don't. But no matter what you do, you play every facet of the game. You know, if your offense ain't doing too good, I mean, you got to go hard on the defense. You know, I think they'll be all right today. It's going to be a fun one. We're gonna get into the stats and everything, man, the starting lines and injury reports, and then we will open up the panel. Anybody want to come in, we welcome to come in. You know, the door is open, man. We get it like that. But let's get into the starting lineup, injury report, man, and all that, and we get back at it, man. Devon, Shaw Powers, the pregame show, Knicks Real Talk. Let's get it. Orlando, Knicks, and the Disney World, the Kia Center tonight, man. Let's get it popping, man. Here we go with the Shaw Powell on back, man. Like I said, ladies and gentlemen, Boncaro and Moss Wagner out for them. Obviously, Anunoby and McCullough Jr. have been out, you know, seemed like the whole season with their back, whatever. But the numbers, you look at the numbers right there, ladies and gentlemen, we outscoring them, we out rebounding them. Our assist numbers is better than theirs. Our 3-point shot is better than theirs. Their field goal percentage is better now. I think that had a lot to do with the last couple of games. I think these numbers here, to me, is because of the 33-point misses we missed and things of that nature. So, you know, if you missed too many shots in the game, obviously your percentage is going to come down. But for the most part, we was around 38%, right up around 30% from the 3-point line a couple of games ago prior to that Dallas game.
30 misses.
Yeah, that do it to you. You know what I mean? You know, that can happen when it's a miss or make league. When you're missing a lot, you most likely you're not going to win it. But for us to miss a lot and still win the game, I'll take that. assist numbers look pretty much good. They was at 28 before that game. They around 45.8. I want to see them get up closer to 48, 49. And it's going to be hard to do with the amount of 3-point shots we take. But the good thing about it, and that was another staple of the Tibbs team, that our 2-point field goal percentage was always good. You know what I mean? Even though with nights we didn't shoot well from the 3-point line, our 2-point percentage was pretty good all year long. So we can get that up to around where theirs is at 47, 48, and I think we'd be okay. And I'm really looking forward to the day, see what our defense could do to keep these guys with these numbers where they at, because you know why? You know, when every time we seem like somebody shot 33% for the season, as soon as they play the Knicks, they go up to 38.
Yeah, that's a fact. It's the New York Knicks. The one thing that we do have to, that I do remember, and that you can see right here on these stats right here, is their field goal percentage. We have to try to deter them from driving to the hole, and they do that. They do that a lot, and they're a very big team, and they like passing the basketball. Is it them? Oh man, who was it? Is it them that shoot the most free throws, or was it Chicago? Somebody. Do they get to the line like 30? I forgot which team it was. Yeah. I forgot. I think they get to the line a lot though. Yeah, so we have to. That's them, right?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So we got to watch. They make moves to the hole, and their field goal percentage is high because they make moves to the hole and they get to the line a lot. So you know, if they shooting 30 free throws and they hitting 25, that's 25 out of 30. That's 25 points. You know what I mean? That's big money. You know what I mean? So we gotta try to limit that a little bit. Play with our feet, not with our hands. You know what I mean? Like Devon say, you know, get up on them.
Yeah, get up on them, man.
Like this on them, like this.
Hey, not you want a slow drag, you want a line dance. But listen, let me open up the panel, man. I'm so happy you had his brother here, man, because I mean his intellect and his knowledge goes without saying, man. I love what this brother is bringing to the Knicks family, man, for his intellect and everything like that, and also a good brother, man. My man, Nick. Listen, Nick Nation is in the building.
Yes, sir.
What up, fella? What's good, Shaw? What's good, Divine?
Yeah, chilling.
None but love.
Yeah, real talk, man. How you feel about that game today, man? It's gonna be a good one down there today.
Yeah, no doubt. I'm very anxious. You know, they beat us last time, and like you said, I'm definitely on that James Brown. We need that payback, big payback. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So I'm hyped. I'm hoping that you know, we can level them out. You know what I mean? And take at least, you know, let's take one of their players away. Let's really focus on, you know, giving some energy to minimizing at least one of their players. You know what I mean? So you ain't gonna stop a whole team, but minimize somebody. Whereas opposed to last time, we just didn't have the energy. We didn't have the energy. We didn't have the players, and it coming off that back-to-back, it definitely, you know, affected us.
Yeah,
we look bad. I remember saying that how these guys, like their legs look like, you know what I mean, like they were in a swamp. So, and you know, we thought that would help, that being that, you know, we utilize our bench so much. But like I say, the team still has not gotten into full basketball shape. I think that they're competing as well with themselves for some of them as far as practice, real practice, you know what I mean, real physical practice, and now real physical play. For some guys, that has left them for a few years. You think about Josh Hart, Brunson, these guys when they came in, you know what I mean? They didn't, like they were very clear about that. Tibbs runs them hard on minutes on games, but he doesn't practice the same. He gives them more like, you know, notes, videos, and things like that. And then they have a slight walkthrough, which they felt that saves them. So going from that and then going to this, to where you can practice and trying to physically, it's going to take a little, it takes a little bit. It takes a little bit of rhythm. It takes a little rhythm to get to that. So
absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Just piggyback off of something you said that's important too, because let me not lose my chain of thought right here. These guys under Tibbs, these guys literally played hard every night on the defense side of the ball. But under Mike Brown, I think they playing hard, but I don't think they play hard as Tibbs. And here's the change what I really meant to say. When, you know, they got to take out one of their best players, because that's what Tibbs was good for. Tibbs would say, I'm taking out your best player. Yes. Make everybody else beat us. And I agree with you 100% because whether it's Wagner or Bain, you got to take one of them dudes out of there today.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
Yes.
You take one of them dudes out and make them ancillary players like Sean say beat you. Because, you know, if you don't take one of them dudes out, the other cat's going to feel like, okay, we good. You know what I mean? So they do got to do that shot power. Take out one of their players today. At least make it harder than their field goal percentage. I'm not going to say you're going to we're going to stop them. But instead of shooting 15 for 20, make them shoot 10 for 20 or whatever. You know what I mean? Just
exactly
a little harder because I think that's what they got. I think that's what they got to do today. I think the Knicks gonna go out there today, and I think Mike Brown had a day off. Like you said, you can't get a lot of practices during the season because the games come every night and things of that nature.
Mm-hmm.
So having a couple of days off, like Shot Power said, at least you get in the film room and correct. Because I don't, you know, for me, Nick Nation and Shot Powers. It's too early in the season. We talk about you need to rest your players. I'm not trying to hear that. It's only 15 games in the season, right? So now we get to 60 games or 50 games, but
man,
my God! But right now, I don't worry about shot power. I think they just gotta go out there and just play Nick basketball for 48-minute cross tees, dot I's, do the thing that we always talk about. And if you do that to the best of your ability at a high level, I think the Knicks can beat anybody. If they play their A game and play to the way they're supposed to play at a high level. Which is any team in the NBA. Any team in the NBA play at their highest level, they can beat anybody if they play in their game. But especially us, because, man, you see our team put up 140-something on some good teams. I mean, we played Miami with 140-something to 130-something. I mean, you know, so it ain't like we can't bust up no teams with talent, you know what I mean? And I think tonight won't be no exception. They just got to go at these dudes tonight. It's going to be hard because they got a good defense. Jamal Mosley got them boys playing some good defense down there. He always do. That's a staple right there, Chop Out. But I do think that we got enough offense to combat that. And if our defense just play a little above average, we walk out of Orlando today with a victory for sure to me.
Effort. Yeah, we need a lot of effort.
It's all about the defense. It's all about the defense almost every time that they get on there. And like I've been saying, I don't see the Knicks being a defensive juggernaut this year. That is not what I see the defense being. I see the Knicks playing great defense, especially in spurts. Down the minutes in the third quarter, going into the fourth quarter, closing out quarter is good. Starting quarter is good, you know what I mean? And fluctuate as they make the moves and all that stuff to get back to the team that gets you the great defense. And I think they will still do those things. Like I said, I imagine, and I would love it to be better, but I imagine the Knicks somewhere being around 11 or 12 this year in defense this year. You know what I mean? With an offense in the top 3. I think the offense will be in the top 3, and I think the defense will be somewhere around 11 or 12, which allegates that the Knicks give up maybe around 111 points or so, 112 points or so, because this team right now is strapped to go 124 points, you know, per game. You know what I mean? And if they start to really start making these passes and making these shots, these 30 missed shots, 3-pointers, that's amazing. You know what I mean? 16 free throws. I mean, the team not too long ago was just shooting around 40, 50, 90. This last game was not that. So we just have to get back to getting to the line and shooting about 85 to 90% from the free throw line. Shooting the the 3-point shot, shooting maybe around 38 to 40%. And from the field, shooting about 50%. And we have the guys that can do all that stuff. And I think that going down the stretch, it's only 14 games. I think we'll get better and the defense will come along. I think our offense is already ahead. I think the defense has to catch up.
Yeah, I think they will too. Let me shout out the chat real quick. Danny was good. Danny Land, good to see you, my man. Dave Smith is in the building. Johnny Davis was popping to the whole chat, man. We in here, man. Knicks Orlando, man. We going down at the Kia Center to try to get this thing on today, man. I'm really happy about this game, like I said, because these are the type of tests I look for. Play the tough teams early in the year, so when you get to the second half, you already played them. You kind of, okay, next time I get at you, I know how you play. I'd rather have a schedule like we got right now. We banging against a hard team, because a lot of teams so far haven't played no really tough schedule. But we came out the gate playing some good teams. We got Cleveland, Boston, Miami, Orlando, you name it, we played them. And I think that bodes well in the second half of the season. You know what I mean? When we really, really locked in and we kind of understand Mike Brown's system to 100%, and hopefully everybody at that time healthy. Mr. Robinson minutes is starting to get ramped up a little more. Anunoby be back. Like I said, I think this is a good team, man. I haven't faded 1 minute. They kind of where I wanted to be, actually. Because what did we say, Shop Powers? We wanted them to be 15-5 out of 20 games, then we got a chance to win 60 games. But guess what? We beat Orlando today. The next 5 games is winnable. It's gonna be too tough with Boston, not with Milwaukee and Toronto, because Toronto them don't sleep on that team.
They're playing some ball.
They got the team down there. I mean, know why with the size they got.
Ingram looking good.
But man, Barnes, RJ, and them quickly playing down there, man. So them gonna be the 2 toughest games we got in the next Friday. And I still think we can get to that 15-5. Then I'll say, okay, you know what? I don't have a problem. They right where I wanted them to be. You know what I mean? That's where I wanted them to be for me to get my prediction of 60 games. And I think now that watch what Brunson do the next 7 games, ladies and gentlemen. This man about to go on a tear. I guarantee you that, because you know why? He escaped. How would I say, Nick Nation? He escaped a severe injury. Like this, it could have derailed him. You know what I mean? But that's a blessing to be able to say, okay, I only missed a game or 2.
Yeah. I was surprised he came back so early. I honestly was very surprised. I thought that they would hold him out at least one more game to give him, you know what I mean, a little bit more rest on that ankle. But he came back in on fire, and like you say, he played the whole first quarter. Coming back, which is a bit intense. But he seemed to be, the only thing I think he seemed to be a little bit different on was his ability on defense. Because Brunson will then sometimes get down there and take those charges or take a few of the contact, and it looked like he was shying away from that, which he should, because that ankle can't be 100% yet. You know what I mean?
Right.
He's, so he's playing on it, but he's probably 80. He's probably 70, 80 somewhere in there, and his 70, 80 is better than the alternative.
Absolutely, his threshold for pain is amazing too. I'm like, this dude, they still playing in them low tops and everything like that. It's amazing. But I think he's been playing some pretty good defense this year. He's had really shocked me on the defense this year. Jalen is really getting at it on the defense this year. Yes. The whole team is. Kel playing good. These cats they're gonna need that same energy tonight down there, man. But I think they go down there tonight and they play hard and get at it, man. I think they're gonna definitely come out with a victory. It should be a fun game, man. I'm really excited about it, man, because this is one on the calendar that I'm looking forward to. Because, like I said, we trying to get to a certain place. Atlanta trying to get to a certain place. But where Atlanta trying to get to, we already been there already. You know what I mean? Sure. We trying to get to the finals. Atlanta just want to get up there and go deep in the playoffs. You know what I mean? Sure. I'm quite sure they want to win the championship. Everybody want to win the championship. But I think it's a step to that. They can't get to the final for the Knicks, though. I just don't think it works like that. You know what I mean? Yeah. And I think the Knicks going to go out there tonight and say, okay, you guys gave us 120-something, 107. I think it's going to be different tonight. I think, what's that? Mountie Pens was good. Mountie Pens, good to see you. Appreciate you coming in the building, man, for real. But let's see how it goes, Shot Powell and Nick Nation. I think the Knicks going to be up for the game tonight. It's going to be a good game, man. And I'm really looking forward to it. How do we I think one thing has to be some emphasis has to be put on it. Even though Towns is scoring, he hasn't been unlocked yet. He's scoring at a very, a difficult rate. He's, you know what I mean? You see it in his percentage, you know what I mean? The coach has got to find a way for some scheme that allows him to get easier shots, more fluid in rotation, because right now it's not. And also he personally has to understand too, when you got 2 or 3 guys and you dragging out, you gotta pass out. He is holding on way too long. He's begging to get that call, and it's not coming. So you got to do the next best thing is you got to kick out and punish these players for having 2, 3 guys on you. It's literally 2, 3 guys. He's pulling down the paint with them. You got to kick it out. You got to. You got somebody open. Once you get somebody open. You know what I mean?
And he's got 3 at times.
Yep. Yeah, you know what, and I don't even want to make it Mike Brown because think about the other game. Carl Towns missed like 7 3-pointers, bro. Wide open threes. Wide open threes. He was wide open. He missed them all. What I would give him credit for, though, he hitting them joints when it count, though. But you're right. He gotta be more aware of what's around him because he's a good passer. He's a good scorer. Listen, I'm not even worried about Cat. By the end of the season, Cat will be up at 24, 13, or whatever. I'm not even too much concerned about him, but it's early. But now this problem still occur halfway through the season, I'm going to get a little worried. But I think he'd be okay. I think that, this Cat been doing this for a long time. I mean, you don't lose your skills. You know what I mean? You just got to adjust them joints, I guess. But he's right, though, Nick Nation. He have to also keep pounding the rock like you're doing though, because
Yeah.
Cat pounding the rock. I mean, when he first got to New York, everybody tried to label him soft. Last year, I ain't see nothing soft about Cat last year. He was pounding that rock down the paint, catching bodies all over the place. I mean, and you know what? And I think it's really got to do with maybe Mike Brown's system opposed to Tip's system, because he know he was really what he was doing in Tip's system. I know what I'm doing. It ain't Jalen Brunson, it's me. But now, you know, they sacrificing a lot too, because McHale having a good year, and Nobi was having a good year before he got hurt. And there's a lot of sacrificing. And I think y'all talked about something that was interesting today on Ron Show, with a really good topic about like these rotations, 10, 11 men. I do understand it, but one thing that we also got to remember, it's hard to put up a good game if you're not in a rhythm. And I think rhythm is important in basketball, because if you miss your first 2 shots, if you play long, you might hit your next 5. But if you're not playing a significant amount of minutes, to me, I think everything is rhythm in basketball, whether it's shooting, passing, whatever. And I can understand why a lot of coaches or some people don't put a lot of guys in there, because you might mess up the rhythm of somebody's shot or whatever the case may be. I guess what I'm saying, shot powers. And so I do get it, because like I'm in one game, Mike Brown threw like 11. After getting, it seemed like, oh, he opened up his bag. But after that, it disappeared. I guess when Josh Hart got back, Mitchell Robinson got back. This guy, Deuce McBride, came in, you know, after he came off of bereavement, but he was on bereavement for a couple of days or a week, whatever. And then all these guys started coming back. And then I was like, okay, you know what? Now them cats are really not going to get no burn on that bench now, because these dudes. And then Clarkson and Shannon started emerging. So I guess it's tough, man. I feel for the young guys down there, man. But when you got championship aspirations and you know every game counts, here's why it's important to me, because every game matters. Because what do you want going into the playoff? You want home court advantage. It's hard to beat the Knicks and MSG. With that team they got, you want to have a home court advantage. So even though these regular season games might not seem like important, they are important, because when it comes to the end of the day, when that 82 game schedule is over, you want to make sure you got home court advantage in the playoffs. Because you know what? Because you don't want to go to Cleveland for a game. You want Cleveland to come to New York for a game. Or you don't want Detroit. You don't want to go to Detroit for 4 games. You want to come to New York for 4 games. You know what I mean? Not like home cooking. You know what I mean? So
unless you're a team that is good on the away and can steal, because once one game is stolen, that flips the whole scenario. And then, you know what I mean? You become, you know, the home team in that sense. But we got to hopefully, like guys like Josh Hart. Josh Hart, like I like Josh Hart's energy. I just don't like Josh Hart's mentality at times. And it's game to game. It's not all the time. It's game to game. Josh Hart has a mental block, and we as you know, watching it, as fans watching it, we can see it, because there's games where and those are the games where you notice we struggle a lot, where Hart will be, because the team is to leave him open, and he does. But the problem is that Josh doesn't get the mindset and say, hey, if you're going to do that, then I'll make you pay, and get comfortable and just have the mindset, hey, I'm going to shoot. What he does is when he starts that hesitation, it's a mental block that he has, and it causes us major problems.
You noticed that in the last game, he had an opportunity to shoot 3-point shot. He came off the 3-point shot. He went for the short 2-point shot that banged off the back of the rim. The next time he got down, he shot the 3-point shot and knocked it down. So I understand where you're coming from that one, Nick Nation. And right back real quick back to Cat for me. Cat is learning a new way of playing basketball this year, with him being on the team with playing with Mitchell Robinson. Last year he didn't do that, or very rare towards the end of the season they played in the playoffs. But he has to learn how to adapt playing with Mitchell Robinson. So he is more so. I love when he's on the post on an island by himself, when he got the ball in the up fakes and only one guy's come to it, and then he blows by him and goes to the rim. Every time I see him do that, in my opinion, my fandom, he looks like he gets fouled, but he's aggressive when he does that. And those 7 3-pointers that he missed last game, it ain't gonna be too many games that you're gonna see Cat take 8, 9 3-pointers and miss 9 3-pointers. Very rare, very few. Maybe on off games, maybe once every 22 games, 25 games, or something like that, where he's really, really off on 3-point shot. But I think that is where he needs to be, shooting those 3-pointers. I wanted him to increase his 3-point shot last season. And if he's going to be shooting 8, 9 3-pointers and hitting 4 or 5 of those 3-pointers on top of him, pounding the pole in the pounding the ball down the paint, I'm 100% with that. So with all that being said, since we're getting down to the nitty gritty, I'm gonna give it back to you, Divine, so we can get ready to wrap it up.
Yeah. You know, for me, just on the Cat thing, I'm not one bit concerned about Cat. He's a seasoned pro. This ain't nothing new to him. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. When the end of the season comes, call every now Towns numbers will be just like they were last year. They probably be even better because he playing in a better offense system.
Facts.
Way
over more 3-point shots, everything. Driving out of the lane, everything.
Your lips to God's ears.
Yeah, it's just early. It is early. Like I said, it takes time to get into a really good rhythm. Some teams can establish that early, some teams don't. Like I said, you know, at the beginning of the season, I had said this real quick. I was like, my major thing this season, what I'm looking at the most this year was Mike Brown. Wasn't even the players. It was Mike Brown. I know what the players could do. I watched them do that last year. What I didn't see last year was Mike Brown. And that was my biggest emphasis coming into the season. What is Mike Brown going to do for this team that Tiz did or didn't do? So he was my biggest eye-catching situation was him. And so far, so good. They 9-5, they playing, and I think they okay. So I really want to see how he's going to continue doing this thing. But so far, so good, man. I mean, this guy got a winning percentage of almost 600 something. You know what I mean? He know how to coach. Man, like dude don't know how to coach. You know what I mean? He done coached the best. He done learned from the best. He done been around the best. Kobe Bryant, LeBron James, Steph Curry, you name it. He done coached them all. I'm not even worried about Mike Brown and these New York Knicks. I believe when the smoke and the dust settle, the New York Knicks will be right up there at the top, ready to try to get to that final position. There's no way you go to the Eastern Conference Finals and don't get back there with a team like this. And granted, take other teams too, but I like where the Knicks is at. I like where they're at right now under all the circumstances, what they've been through so far this season. Mitchell Roberts coming back slow. Josh Hart was out with the finger and all that. It's a lot of variables in there, but I'm happy that they were still able to tread water, even without Anunoby right now. One of our key cogs in our wheel. If they can win this game, to me, that tells me a lot about this team moving forward. That'll make me say, okay, you know what? I'm not worried about the Knicks because, like I said, you don't lose, you don't fall off. Like you could ride a bike tomorrow, the next week you forget how to ride a bike. Like Cat didn't forget how to play basketball. You know what I mean? So
definitely didn't.
Yeah, so it's just that I think it's gonna take time, but I'm excited about it, man. I'm always an optimistic dude, but the numbers don't lie neither. Nick Nation, their numbers don't lie, man. When I look at the box score, the stats, and all the variables in this thing, we got a good team down here, man. They got a really good team, and I think I like them because they're so versatile. People might not think we a big team, but in the essence, other than Cat, Mitchell Robinson, Hawk Purdy, obviously he's not in the rotation, but I still think they got enough wing size with Anunoby. Mikal Linky, he might not be tall, but he's linky though. You know, his wingspan is kind of linky. I wish they was a little bit more athletic, the Knicks. But that's what the War are coming at. I think Mike Brown gotta keep doing what he's doing with him. But you made a great point earlier because, like you said, it is a business, man. People forget about that. Nick Nation, we always get caught up in the sports side of it. They never think about the business side of it.
Business, yeah, that is big.
It's big, man. That CEA has changed the game. It changed the game. And like I told people, Knicks gonna lose a player. They're gonna lose somebody. Listen, I'm a big Mitchell Robinson fan, but I don't know if the Knicks gonna sign him back. I don't know if they're gonna be able to afford it. I don't know if they're gonna be able to afford to sign him. Let's say if somebody like Clarkson pop, or they might say, I want to bring Shaman back on a $7 million deal. He earned it. You know what I mean? So it's gonna be crazy. I think a lot. You're gonna lose some guys. You might lose Daddy-A's 2 point something million shop out. You might lose Coley's 2 point something million because I believe you should give that money to Shaman before you give it to anybody else on that bench because he is playing his money. You know what I mean? I wish he wouldn't have got hurt last year coming out the gate.
Coley is making like $4 million, I think. Coley.
Yeah, 4 million. Yeah, yep. So
$4 million, I think. Coley.
Yeah, well, listen, man. Yeah, give me your last words, and we get around here, and we're gonna go ahead and watch Knicks beat these boys down. I'm calling for it today, man. We revenging on you. You beat us 124, 107. I want some revenge today, man. But yeah, shout out to your words. I get the Knick Nation did not close it out, man.
Control the pace, grab your rebounds, hit your free throws, shoot over 37% from the 3-point land. Let's get somewhere around 27 assists tonight. Let's dominate tonight. I want to see like at least 18 to 20 offensive rebounds tonight. We need to beat them in the paint. and grab rebounds tonight. I think the Knicks is going to pull it off tonight, and I think they're going to revert back to what they would dished out. I mean, what they got in. So they're going to dish out tonight. The Knicks win tonight, 121 to 114, 121 to 114. New York Knicks. I think the Knicks will keep them under 114, keep them to 114 points. And my player of the game will be tonight. I'm going to go on a limb and say Yabusele. Yabusele out there for 18 minutes and gives us 12 points and 3-pointers.
Ooh, that would be a big plus if we could pull that off. We just do predictions for the fun of it, man. We've been doing
it's all good.
So
it's all good.
Right. This is something man,
my thing, I think all what Shah said as well. I just think that the hopefully, like, hopefully, but I believe that the scouting report is out on us. Mm-hmm. So we shoot a lot of threes. So hopefully let's do better at, attacking those closeouts. So if we can, do better at attacking those closeouts, ultimately that just makes us a better overall team. Mm-hmm. So, but they can't be apprehended. They can't be, be very apprehended to attack those closeouts. Mm-hmm. Because even last games, they should have attacked a lot of those closeouts. They should have attacked them more. And my issue with it is, like, I love Mikal for what he brings to the team, but a lot of times he's got to attack those closeout. And then once you attack a closeout, you got to have a physical presence to you, because that's what you're looking to do. Mm-hmm. You're looking to drive and make that contact. That fadeaway, I love the shot at times, but at certain times where he's got to present some more physical contact. That's my only floor point with him at this stage of the West End right now. But as far as a prediction, man, I'm going 105, 132. I'm wild with it. I think if it works, it works. When it doesn't, it doesn't.
So I hear you with that.
Yep.
So I'm hoping for it work.
That's why Mikal Bridges ain't missed the game. He's like, he ain't getting that.
Exactly.
That's why he's the Iron Man. But you're right. He got a little bit more physical up in there, man, because got all the tools you need to get it done in the tool shed. So the
game dictates it. It's the game of certain things that dictate it. The rules dictate it. The game dictates it. So take what it gives.
Take what it gives. That's facts. You know what? To me, my biggest thing today is New York Knicks got to limit them turnovers. This is a good defensive team here. They got guys who jump in the passing lane. Desmond Bangin on ball defense. Jalen Suggs is one of the better dudes in the league. Could do it. I think they got to attack Wagner, attack them guys who's not good defense. So whoever playing that, like Mikal and Cat them, they got to go down there and give it to these dudes. I want to see some bully ball tonight. Not so many 3-point shooters. Be open shoot. Obviously, be open shoot them. But Knicks got to get back to what they do. The New York Knicks win when they play bully ball, because that means you got a chance of putting that other team in the foul trouble and sending some of their best players to that bench. And Big Cat, keep attacking the rim like you doing. Brunson he one of the better paint scorers in the league. He gets down there and gets his buckets. I agree with you. That's the Mikal thing. Sometimes you can't get out in that paint and settle for a midi. You got to go all the way to the rim. Take a bump here and there. You know what I mean? I want to see Deuce and them get a pop in tonight. But I think they come out to play tonight. I think Knicks know this team kind of gave it to them the last time. And I don't think that's resting well with them. So I think they go out there, limited turnovers, guard the 3-point line, like you said, attack the closeouts, spray that ball today, man. Make Orlando chase you around that court. That's what I love about Mike Brown so far this year. He's making the defense chase their boys. You know what I mean? These corner threes and all that. So that defense be scrambling when they play the Knicks. And they need to make sure they scramble tonight. But I think if the Knicks guard the 3-point line, this game is over. It's over. Knicks guard
already horrible for 3.
It's over because they don't have a team that'll punish you in the paint. Like Wendell Carter not going to punish you down there. None of them guys going to punish you down there, especially without Boncaro and all that. So I think if the Knicks.
Well, Wagner's tough in the paint. Wagner's tough in the paint.
And go down there, absolutely. But he's that one guy. If we can kind of neutralize him, I think there's a good chance Knicks win the game tonight. So I'm going to go out on a limb tonight and say, because I think that this is a revenge game, I think you're going to see a better Knicks team than you played them the last time, like you guys said, because of a back-to-back. Brunson's back. And I really think Cat could take advantage of Wendell Carter and them with his skill set. They both big guys down there. I'm looking for Nick to get these guys the business. And I'm going to go out there and say we have a good scoring game. Even though that's a good defensive-minded team, I'm going to go 120, Orlando, 120, 110 tonight. I think we keep them around that one where we want to be defensively. Oh, yeah, we can keep teams at 110. Even if we score on 117, if you score on 117 tonight and you're keeping people to 110, 9 out of 10, you win in that game. So I just think our defense got to kind of keep them guys around that 110, like they did Dallas 111, and 15. Just don't let nobody score 120 on you. You got to, because our team can score 120. You don't let the other team score 120. We got to win a lot of games this year. So I'll go there, man. But listen, Nick Nation, my man, thank you for coming in, my brother.
If they in here, we got them, Nick Nation. We got them.
Yo, I definitely want to get one of those, my brother. So you know, what I mean? Yes.
I'll drop sometime in December.
Okay, cool. That's what's up.
Anytime the door is open for you, my brother. Real talk, man.
Thank you. Much appreciated.
Yes, sir. You are really, how would I say, important, concrete content information provider for Nick Nation. That's what I meant to say. We appreciate guys like you who understand the game and know the game. We can all learn from. We each one teach one type of thing for all of us. So I'm always excited to have guys coming here and bless.
Plus that little salt and pepper on your chin helps.
Yes. Boy, I ain't even gonna front. Born 1968, my brother. 1968.
There we go.
It's all good.
Yeah, man. It's real.
Ain't nothing but wisdom up in here, man. You know what I mean?
That's facts.
Yes, indeed.
Facts.
Listen, everybody enjoy the game. Thank y'all for coming in. We'll see y'all against the Brooklyn Nets on Monday, man. Nick's got to go. We're gonna be in our second home court in Brooklyn, so we don't got to worry about it. But let's get this out the way. Nick Nation, shout out. We can get this game out the way, get this victory. We're gonna do some happy campers up in the joint, man. I just think it's
man.
Be a good game for us, man. Real talk. But enjoy the game, ladies and gentlemen. Enjoy the rest of your weekend and be safe.
Thank you for having me, gentlemen. Appreciate it.
No doubt. See you again.
Yes, sir.
See you again, guys. See you again. Peace.
You are now about to witness
Knicks Real Talk just entered the chat. We ain't Google apps like Google Maps. We don't use our YouTube frugal with stats as usual facts. It's your man, the brand is hands on, going hard like calluses. Who style this? Aiming at your mental with the game analysis. On a pregame show, read the script, we get it like crypto. In the rip though, I cyber decrypted, we locked them from the get go. On this Nick show, it's the co-pilots in the cloud like Microsoft. We hot like salt, the KRT trip club leading up to tip off. We flew by confidence, put your Nick content in beast mode like our charm. We a cheat code, we roll the ball too far for you to reach on. We get our teach on the show that's fire. Prior to Nick going to the wire, hit the entire game, somewhere in front of me, the numbers be. They don't lie, so we popped up from the third eye, you heard why. It's the #1 pregame show that's hitting like Soto. But picture the photo of your bro to the lens of that moto. It's the OGs, we outside riding in the orange blue skies. And Metropolitan, we connect in the vets go wallowing. And the matters with the massive without shaking asses. The team streaming on major platforms and passing fans asking who the creed that's in the building killing this Nick to the assassin.
You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire!
You are now about to witness
It's the Knicks Real Talk pregame show. Flame throwing like we dropping buckets.
He's on fire! He's on fire! He's on fire!